Naxos is a Greek island in the South Aegean, the largest of the Cyclades island group. Its fertile landscape spans mountain villages, ancient ruins, and long stretches of beach. In this video, we will show you why Naxos is an ideal island to live on. Hey, we are Dana and JD, and we are working on moving to the Philippines. We quit our jobs and sold everything right before the pandemic hit. We had to go on hiatus for a year and a half like everyone in the world, but as things slowly opened back up, we were able to start traveling again. Follow us on some of our adventures on our way to the Philippines.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it. Ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown.
So we're here at the port waiting for our boat to Naxos. I just want to give one trip tip to you guys out there. I bring a bunch of meds when we travel. I got my Imodium, I got my Pepto, and my number one, Dramamine.
I think that this is a good time to talk about our ferry experiences in Greece. We chose to use the ferry system because it was easier and cheaper than flying island to island. With that being said, from our experiences, the ferry's loading and unloading can be very rushed and chaotic. They will take off before you can even put your bags away and get to your seat. Dana and I, being Americans, are used to a certain order of things, for example, lines and clear instructions. But we've learned from traveling that people from different countries have very different social etiquettes than us. If you are using the ferry system in Greece for the first time, you may want to prepare to be bumped into, cut in front of, and just going with the flow when getting into non-existent lines.
Made it to our rooms. Oh yeah. Luxury.
Here is our view off of our balcony here in Naxos. We just arrived from that port right there. I think that is our boat about to leave. Whoa, okay, look at where my finger is. That boat right there is what we just came off of, and we're here in the port. Lots going on, places to eat, places to get provisions, or to go shopping for food or whatever we want to do. Pretty cool view, up kind of high. This is the best price we could find in the area, and but the place itself looks, it's a little tiny, but it looks pretty clean, so that's always huge. We stayed near the port in Kora, in the more live part of the island. We are usually the more quiet type, but the area had just the right amount of life and relaxation you need. As soon as we walked out of the hotel, there was a plethora of restaurants and bars to choose from, and each night we got to watch the colorful sunset beyond the boats and water.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it.
Alright guys, we're out here roaming the streets of Naxos at night, and we found ourselves a little treat. This is what they call the Ferrero Rocher gelato. JD got 2 scoops, I got 1, just so you guys know who's skinny. That's it for us. We're gonna go party with the locals, and we will see you tomorrow morning.
Even though we were in the busier part of the island, there was still a great beach just a 10-minute walk away called Agios Georgios Beach. It has white sand and clear blue water, as well as taverns along the beach.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the
Naxos is a large island, so we decided to rent a car to check out some of the smaller towns and do our favorite thing, explore more beaches. We found a good deal for a 3-day rental, but 2 days would have probably been enough for us to see what we wanted.
How's the clutch, JD?
Long, but it's easy.
Yeah.
Feels like driving my Ford Ranger with the length of the stick, and it's kind of sloppy, and then a really long clutch.
We're following this bus. We finally got the GPS to work. And we're just gonna cruise.
Naxos was the first island in Greece we rented a car on, so it took some getting used to their roads and rules. First off, all of their cars are manuals, and let me tell ya, you want to be super comfortable driving one to get up the steep mountains and around the curvy roads. A couple things to note are how when there is a bridge, it squeezes down to one lane, so be sure to yield if another car isn't stopping. Also, the roads can just naturally get quite narrow, so do be careful when passing.
let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it slow.
Naxos has a greater concentration and chronological spread of medieval and Byzantine churches than any other Greek island. There are around 200. An abundance of the Byzantine churches have exceptional frescoes from the 9th to the 15th century.
Going down with you, let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it.
This is the reproduction of the Sphinx of Naxos located in front of the town hall in Kora. The Greek Sphinx, a lion with the face of a human female, was considered as having ferocious strength and was thought of as a guardian, often flanking the entrances to temples.
You ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned.
Hey everyone. So today we're just gonna go and drive to the beaches and find the best one that we like. And we'll probably settle down at a
If you
beach.
hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we go?
Naxos is surrounded by wonderful beaches. The best beaches are generally on the west coast and tend to get prettier and with better sand the further south you travel. We checked out a few of them, and to be honest, all of them were really beautiful and nice to swim in. We picked out our favorite beach. You decide what's yours.
I know I'm not easy. I drag you out your mind. And there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine. And then we have the best times, no matter what we do. And even when we don't, there's nobody I'd rather choose. Let's take it slow.
Haliku Beach was hands down our favorite of the island. It is a beautiful beach on the southwestern side of Naxos Island with fine sand, turquoise, and crystal clear waters. It had a very private and local feel to it. There was a lot of room to spread out and have your own space to watch the few wind and kite surfers do their thing. Just a heads up, there can be a bit of nudity, but if I were into that, it would be the perfect place for privacy. There are no amenities on the beach, but across the street was a great restaurant we highly recommend called Pharos. It's family owned and is attached to their small hotel. It felt higher end for a place by the beach, but the prices were super reasonable and the food was delicious. We had to go back a second time.
Go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know.
It's covered with these pine tree looking tree. Oh, they got berries in them and stuff. Look at that. Reminds me of Washington. There's a bunch of them here on the path to the beach.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it.
Good? Yeah, hot. It's hot. We just parked our car right over there. And then, yeah. First beach of the day.
You ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned, like we're gonna drown. But we both know how to swim, no worries, let's float for now. Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And if you hit the bottom, I'm going down with you. Let's take it slow. Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it.
Since we had the car, we wanted to get our money's worth. Naxos is known as the largest and greenest island in the Cyclades. It boasts the archipelago's highest peak, Mount Zeus, at 3,294 feet. So we drove and drove up the grandiose mountainsides. We never knew what would be around the next bend. We saw lots of adorable mountain goats, hawks, and cliffsides.
Wherever we go, we'll always know. From the highest mountain to the bottom of the ocean, yeah. Our song is running like a river. Let the current take us there. We've got the melody to set us free, singing destiny. We've got the melody to set us free, singing destiny.
We ended one long drive at Calandos Beach. It was beautiful, secluded, and just a few others were camped out there.
Guiding us through the dark. We've got the melody to set us free, singing destiny. We've got the melody to set us free, singing destiny.
The Tower of Agia is an old Venetian stronghold built in the 17th century that is situated on the northwest side of the island near a village with the same name.
Our hearts are like stars.
Okay, this is the moment of truth. We got some crepes. We got coffee, butter croissant. And it all came out to be $11.50. That's not bad.
Guiding us through
The Old Market is the area within the old castle walls in Cora, in Old Town. The streets are narrow with stone walls that are lined with mostly tourist shops. There are many different goods to choose from, including artwork made from any medium you can imagine, fresh baked breads, and fresh foods. There are also quite a few bars, so the nightlife is something fun to check out too.
melody to set us free, singing destiny. We've got the melody to set us free, singing destiny.
Avaton's 1739 coffee and wine roof was a gem we stumbled upon while wandering around. The view was breathtaking of the city, and it was nice to get a cool drink and a bit of a breeze on a hot day.
Let's take it slow. Where you go, I go too. And
Avaton's 1739 is located on the roof of an old monastery, the Old Monastery of Ursulines and the School of Ursulines of Naxos. In the building, many museum areas are hosted, such as the Old Kitchen of Ursulines, as well as the Archaeological Museum of Naxos, which is considered to be the second most important archaeological museum in Greece in terms of archaeological finds of Cycladic culture.
you ask me how we got here, 'cause you don't know how. You say we're taking on water, yeah, we're sinking now. You're looking all concerned.
In ancient times, a strip of land connected the north side of Naxos port to the islet of Plataea. Today, the strip of land has been replaced by a causeway to get you to the Temple of Apollo. Just make sure you time it right, or you may get wet. Dana and I headed there at sunset, and it was definitely the best time to go for one of the best sunsets we've seen in Greece.
Who cares where we gotta be? You know you'll have a good time wherever you're with me. Let's take it.
Standing proudly as the most recognized monument on the island of Naxos, the Portera, or the Great Door, is a colossal marble doorway and the only remaining part of an unfinished temple of Apollo built in 530 BC. It is made up of 4 marble pieces weighing about 20 tons each and stands around 6 meters high and 3.5 meters wide.
Out your mind, and there are days I hate you, but baby, you're still mine.